Hi, my name is Monica Sichos. This presentation explores the personality development of a single individual, that individual being myself, with the support of various research conducted on theories of personality. I will discuss the multiple factors that may have influenced my personality development. These factors include genetic and environmental impacts, the effects of parenting style, along with the impact of socioeconomic and familial values on my personality development. The Big Five traits include extroversion, agreeableness, conscientiousness, neuroticism, and openness. Extroversion is defined as talkative, assertive, or energetic. Agreeableness is defined as cooperative, trustful, or good-natured. Conscientiousness is defined as organized, responsible, or dependable. Neuroticism is defined by the degree of emotional stability, whether you're calm, not calm, easily upset, or not easily upset. Openness is defined as imaginative, insightful, or open to experiences. Connolly and colleagues reveal that self-reports do not seem to be affected by faking. Therefore, I have chosen to provide a self-report of my personality traits to analyze the factors that may influence the personality development of an individual. My self-report of personality traits is as follows. I am low in extroversion, moderate in agreeableness, high in conscientiousness, moderate in neuroticism, and moderate in openness. The findings presented on this slide support my similar levels of extroversion and neuroticism as my mother. My mother rated herself as high in neuroticism, and I rated myself as now moderate in neuroticism when doing our self-reports. Both my mother and I rated ourselves as low in extroversion. Such evaluations of ourselves may be in part due to our shared genetics. However, this research also reveals that other factors may play a role in personality development as well. When discussing the impact of environmental factors on one's personality, it's important to note that genetics can shape environmental influences. Moreover, individuals tend to prefer environments that accommodate their psychological needs. All of these findings presented help to support why my mother, with whom I was primarily raised by as a child, similarly raised me as her mother raised her. It has also been found that the shy gene, in combination with the level of social support a mother receives, affects a child's level of shyness and anxiety as well. The shy gene and the lack of social support my mother had when I was younger may further help to explain my low level of extroversion and my higher level of neuroticism when I was younger. All in all, the findings discussed reveal the interaction between one's genes can impact one's environment, in which the interaction among both can ultimately affect the development of one's personality. This slide presents findings by Van den Akker and colleagues regarding parenting style and personality development. Although my mother displayed warmth at times, my mother tended to practice overreactive parenting the majority of the time. This may help to explain my high level of neuroticism as a child, while also be explained by my lower level of agreeableness as a child. According to John and colleagues, when parents create an environment rich in effective behavioral and cognitive resources, children may flourish and become competent, constructive members of society. However, children who reside in a low socioeconomic status neighborhood or lack economic resources are likely to demand more psychological resources than those who do not. When I was a child, my mother was able to provide such resources with the help of extracurricular activities, early interventions, and a private nanny. My need for such resources diminished due to her high socioeconomic status and our high socioeconomic status neighborhood too. My mother's ability and willingness to provide such resources may contribute to my high level of conscientiousness. Additionally, Other research concludes that conscientiousness is a strong predictor of academic success. I was fortunate enough to attend a highly ranked yet diverse school district with instructors who receive livable wages and appropriate resources themselves. The majority of my instructors of these activities and interventions were highly educated and valued conscientiousness. This may further explain my high level of conscientiousness. The findings in this slide help to explain the impact of familial values on my personality development. My mother was raised by an Italian immigrant who became a successful lawyer and politician after residing in America for 15 years. As such, my mother passed down her cultural values to me. My mother's decision to instill both her Italian as well as American cultural attitudes onto me may help to explain my high level of conscientiousness as well. That said, researchers have found that religious upbringing reduces the impact of genetic factors on disinhibitory personality characteristics. My mother was raised Catholic. Therefore, she chose to raise me Catholic. However, as I have grown older, I no longer practice Catholicism. I now spend more time with my father, who does not practice any religion. This may help to explain my shift from low levels of openness and agreeableness to moderate levels of openness and agreeableness as I've grown older. It may also help to explain my shift from a high level of neuroticism to a moderate level of neuroticism as well. With all that said, the analysis of my personality development reveals that it is apparent that personality is influenced by various factors, including both genetic and environmental factors, in an interwoven manner throughout an individual's developmental lifespan. My personality development was, is, and will continue to be impacted by my genetics, environmental surroundings, socioeconomic status, and familial values.